Well, it's me again, as always. Who else would you expect to see on this channel? I can never get any special guests or anything, you know. Everyone lives too far away. Everyone lives like an hour or something out away from me. So it's hard to get people to just show off at your house and do a video with you. So that's why I'm doing a video update again, all alone, with not much to say about myself. But I wanted to take this opportunity, since there isn't that much happening with me, to kind of introduce you and recommend some stuff that other people are doing that is great stuff, finished work. You can go out and we'll just watch it right now. You don't have to wait around. And first thing is that obviously last week there was a Friday the 13th, and the guys at Timberwolf, guys and gals, everyone at Timberwolf Entertainment, who gave you Friday the 13th Obsession and a whole bunch of other great independent films, launched a new Friday the 13th web series called The Phantom of Crystal Lake. And they put up the first episode. It looks good. It looks really good. It looks like they're having a lot of fun. Tim Whitfield, who's the guy behind the whole thing, he's really interested in, with this series, doing a lot of new ideas, just doing stuff that no one else would have done. Just doing a lot. Basically, the whole thing is like Jason comes across a bunch of Satanists and stuff like that. Just a lot of different, more dynamic, interesting stuff than just stalk and slash formula that anyone pretty much does with their fan films. And that's the thing I kind of think of, that if you're going to do a fan film, don't just do the same thing Hollywood is going to do. Go out and do something brand new, original. Because there's that whole thing, there was that kind of Venom, Marvel Comics fan film of sorts called Truth in Journalism, where they did something completely different that you'd never see in a feature film. It doesn't really translate to a feature film. They got these kind of foreign documentarians and everything following around a guy who ends up being Eddie Brock. And there's all these, I didn't even know didn't really know exactly what it was when I watched it, but I picked up on the little hints of Daily Bugle and little half reference to Spider-Man, stuff like that. So like, this guy's Eddie Brock, and then Venom shows up at the end, and it's really good. It's really damn good. You should definitely check that out. But that's an example of doing a fan film right, I think. Because if you just go out and do the same thing Hollywood is, it can almost waste opportunity unless you're doing it as like a demo reel for getting a job doing the thing with a big $1 million budget and all that stuff. But if you're just doing a fan film as sort of a labor of love type of thing, and that you just want to put your own stamp of tribute out there, I think that's the kind of way to do it. Just do something completely different, radically different, just something that's you're not going to see anyone else do, just something that strikes a chord and is like, this is a brilliant idea that you never see just Sony or Fox or whomever it is, Warner Brothers, just go out and do this with one of their superheroes. It's completely different. And Tim Whitfield is kind of the same way with the Friday the 13th stuff. They just don't want to do just the same old thing. He wants to do something a little different, so that's what he's aiming for with this series. And some other stuff is that, after I always mention, Chris Agos has been involved with some 40-hour film projects. And basically the competition is that, like, Friday night, 7 o'clock Friday night, you get a bunch of details about what you have to have in your short film, like a genre and a line of dialogue, maybe a prop or something like that, and you have to integrate that into your script. So within 48 hours from that, you have to write, shoot, produce, cut, score, put together a final product within 48 hours. And I don't think that's something I could do, but Chris has been involved in a couple of them. And one of the things was like Module 47, which is a really nice kind of paranoid thriller type of thing with a bit of a quirky end to it. I really liked it. I think they did an exceptional job with that. This year they got settled with fantasy, which was a little bit more of a challenge, and Chris wrote an article about it, about the experience of doing the thing, and they did a really good job. They didn't quite hit the mark of success that they wanted to with this one, but I think they did a really solid job with it and did the best they could with what they had, which is always my motto: do the best with what you have. And you can check those out. There are links for everything are down below in the description. You can just go there and check that out. And Chris has also done some other stuff. There's if you go in the favorites favorites playlist on this YouTube channel for RavensFilm Productions, I've added a whole bunch of stuff that I just like basically for everyone else to check out if they check that out. I'll get back to that later. But from Never Submit Entertainment, there's Poetic, which is a psychological horror film that about a little over a year ago they had the premiere screening, everything up in Rockford, Illinois, which is a little over an hour from me. But they had a thing where if you paid $25, you get your trailer screened ahead of it, and I got Dead of Night screened. Dead of Night trailer screened ahead of Poetic, so I've been kind of keeping a link up with them and everything, just kind of giving a little extra push here and there. when I can, and a little plug here and there. So that's it. Poetic from RavensFilm Entertainment. You can check that out. It's released the same way Dead of Night was, with a Amazon Instant Video and DVD release. So you can check those out at the links below again. So if you go check out that favorites playlist here on the RavensFilm channel, you can get a lot of real exciting, entertaining content that I really, really enjoy. Some fun stuff, some more thrilling stuff, so on and so forth. But obviously, you gotta get back to what's going on with me, and there's simply put, there are personal life turbulences occurring at this point in time, which basically have to take priority over any sort of film production type of thing, where I'm going to take a lot of time and deal with this, that, and the other thing, locations and actors and all this kind of stuff, and just I gotta put that aside and deal with what's paramount at this point in time in life. There are certain things happening which are hard to deal with, but I'm gonna push forward, try to get things as best we can, and I am attempting to take on a full-time position at the job that I have. It just opened up this week because the guy who had it, he decided to not have anything more to deal with the job. So that also means a lot of my time is going to be spent more at work regardless, since there's less people to cover shifts and days. So I'll be at work more, earning a little more money. So a little less time spent here dealing with this kind of stuff. But obviously you've seen all the videos that have been up. There's a new promo reel, which technically I started at the end of last year and abandoned and kind of went back and forth about. So it's finally out there. You can watch a new promo reel from RavensFilm Productions, which kind of shows the evolution of the work from Vengeance, The Fixer, Dead of Night, Piet Dangerous, Kill Shot, just show you little things here and there and just the progression of the work that's happened. So yeah, I really like it. It was a nice change of pace for the way I've done the last two reels, which, whatever, you can watch everything and find out for yourself. But all the stuff for Forever Cinematic, which is I'm still working on stuff, still kind of brainstorming some other stuff, trying to think of like maybe like a top five list, something like that, like a top 5 underrated films, horror films. I tried doing a horror film one several months ago, and it just kept going on and on and on for like 25-30 minutes. And it's like I wasn't entirely confident about the one or two things on the list, so I'll save it for October. And but I'll keep brainstorming a couple new, fresh videos instead of just I'll do what I can. I'll come up with some stuff, and the written reviews are pouring out a little slower, but some things are in the well. I want to review Strange Days, Point Break, Thief, and Heat. And Heat's a long one. Heat's almost 3 hours long. So there's a lot to talk about in that film, and I hope to make that the 200th written review for Forever Cinematic. But regardless, time we'll see, and that's all I really got. I wish I had a little more upbeat, positive, constructive stuff going on. Well, HEMI guys in HEMI have been posting saying that they are putting together some return live show dates. I don't know when, I don't know where, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll have some shows ready. They'll have some shows they'll be doing, and hopefully the things will be notified well in advance, so I can custom tailor my schedule to make those things happen. I can be there and shoot it and have some great footage for everyone, and really promote the services that I have a little bit more. This camera is not paid for itself yet. It cost $500. It's not paid for itself yet, and it needs to do that. And so that's one of the big things. This thing has to pay for itself sooner than later. And so I am willing to make deals and compromises and negotiations and package deals, whatever it is. If you've got a band in the Chicago area, you're putting together a couple of live shows, you want some video, which is the thing is, when you put on a show, the only people who see it are the people actually there in attendance at the venue. If you've got video of the thing, everyone in the whole goddamn fucking world can see what you do on stage. The entire world is now opened up to see exactly what your band can do on stage, how you perform, how your music is. You can get that kind of exposure for one show, and a little bit of money thrown my way, and it's well worth it for the quality I have, 1080p, HD, and the great stereo sound, all that kind of stuff. And I put a lot of good work into making sure everything sounds really good for you. So if you're putting together some shows, contact me. My rates are not static, they're not concrete. I can definitely negotiate with what you can do that is reasonable for myself and all that kind of stuff. So give me a holler if you're looking to do that stuff. I'm really interested in it. I'm hoping to get a few more actor reel clients in and stuff like that. So money is very much a priority now, and I'm not being a greedy bastard. It's a essential thing of life that really needs to happen. It needs to come in greater numbers at this point in time, so I'm willing to negotiate and do my absolute possible best for you. If you're looking to do any of the service I have, actor reels, any kind of editing projects, web design, we need to shoot something for you, just give me a holler and we'll talk a little price. So that's what I got going. That's all I got. That's great. My piece is getting cold, so my piece is right dead cold right now doing this shit. So I like this short update stuff, so you can check out all those videos, all those links in the description below, and have a good time, enjoy yourself, and hopefully I'll be back with some real fun content sooner than later, and I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.